Hey there, thanks for watching. Today is Monday, June 27th, and the topic for today's live stream is going to be the very exciting topic of paying off debts again. So that's the topic, and that's what I'll be kind of trying to stick to at the moment. Kind of give you an update on what's going on, and then I'll get into the topic. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Happy Monday to you. How are you? So, it's Monday, it's noon, and I have taken a personal day from work. And the original plan was, when I planned this months ago, was to potentially go somewhere fun. Thought it would be nice. I mean, I requested the full week off for vacation from work to maybe go and do like a delayed honeymoon kind of thing and like go on a trip. Since then, before baby gets here in September, since then we've just had other budget priorities, as evidenced by this latest vacation and the addition of $2,000 more in debt, which again is terrifying. Hey, Matt. Yes. Oh, well, welcome home from your night work and your sleep. What do you do for night work? It's interesting. But yes, thank you so much for watching on the replay. To anyone else who's watching on the replay, thank you so much. It means so much that you are watching. If you could please give this a like, it's a huge, huge help to me, and it's free. So we were going to go plan a trip, my husband and I. But then my mother really wanted to get together as a family, so we did that. I mean, and she's just the most lovely and wonderful person, so we really wanted to be together as a family, is what I'm saying. I've had some interesting comments lately, especially on my Debtors Anonymous video. And some guy said my family sounded perfectly awful, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's not the truth." So, like, I'm really sorry that that came across to you. Sounds like you might be going through something because my family's great. So anyway, we did that family trip and added an additional $2,000 in debt unexpectedly. So that kind of changed what we were going to do for vacation, and we're not really. I'd say it's a challenge to plan vacations at this point. Matt, you work in a manufacturing lab. Oh, really cool. I love manufacturing. Neat, awesome. Okay, yeah, go get your sleep. But that's an interesting job. I really like the industrial manufacturing space. I just think it's exciting. Anyway, sweet dreams to you, Matt. So we are I ended up just taking Monday and Friday off. And because we've been traveling, we went to North Carolina for that family vacation. Then we came back and we stayed with my husband's father in Delaware for a week. So we've just been traveling all around. Yes, have a good one. You too, Matt. Um, so it's good to just kind of chill and be at home. And so that's what's happened. So I had the day off today, and I took a day off for Friday so we can kind of have a long weekend going into 4th of July. So my plans for the rest of the day include going down to the Social Security office here in Manhattan to get a new Social Security card with my married name on it. So that will be interesting. And it's not something I'm super like. It's an errand that I have to do, but I'm excited to kind of take that step. And actually, it's the first step in changing my name legally. So I'm excited to do that. So that is my plan for immediately after this stream. Okay, so getting into the topic, which is paying off debt again. And this is not, sorry, my pencil's not working. Not super exciting. Let me take that back. It is very exciting to be taking control of my finances again, because I feel like I've always been in control, but you go through peaks and valleys, right? Ebbs and flows. Different life events happen, and sometimes you can't prepare for them, and sometimes you can't prepare for them, and you just respond in the best way that you know how, right? So I have all of the knowledge and wisdom from the past 12 years. 10 years of those, I remained well, Yeah, 12 of those, no, 12 years. I've been completely credit card debt free for 12 years and only recently started carrying a balance. So I take that as my equilibrium. My equilibrium for the past 12 years has been credit card debt free, consumer debt free. So I know I will return there, and I keep reassuring myself that that is my set point and that is where I'm going back to, rather than feeling hopeless that I'm in this situation again where I am carrying a credit card balance. So that's thing one, is that I am taking my equilibrium as my set point is no debt rather than feeling discouraged, which is very, very easy for me to feel. So the second step is, how do I actually make a plan to pay this off? And this also goes back to the vacations, because the reason we're deciding not to take a vacation is sort of manyfold, many, many reasons why. And the first of which is, financially, it's not the smartest choice for us. Could we go into credit card debt to go on vacation? Absolutely. Um, and that's something that has happened in the past. So it's simply that we're choosing not to do that. And it can be kind of tough when and this isn't comparison, it's just kind of how other people's choices, when people and are close to are like, "Oh yeah, I booked my tickets to go for vacation here. We went on vacation here." And I'm like, "They get to go on vacation? Like, what the heck, man? Like, I want to go on vacation." And very, very clear. So that's one voice in my head. The second voice in my head says, they don't own a house. They don't own property. They don't own a condo in Manhattan. Like that's the thing. And I say that to say that this lifestyle, and again, these are not my choices, but this is the situation that I'm in right now, is there pros and cons. And I just have to think every day, living in a place of gratitude, but also responsibility. And the best, let's say outcome, but the best um desired goal for me and my family, and not look at what other people are doing. I think that's what I'm aiming to keep in mind, because again, I'm not someone that really cares what other people think, to my detriment at times, but it can be a little bit discouraging when you see people doing things that you would like to do. You're like, "Oh, it sounds really cool. I would love to do that." And then you're like, "Oh, it's not a budget priority right now." Anyway, so that's kind of the backstory. But getting back to where we are as far as balances go. So I estimate that by the end of this year, if everything, barring any catastrophic events, because again, with kids and kids arriving, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm kind of trying to be prepared for any eventualities, any unexpected events that might happen. I estimate, so right now I'm in about, sorry, I'm looking at my numbers right now. All right, so this is the numbers. I will aim to have timestamps down below for you so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. Okay. Um, in the meantime, let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know about your goals, how it's going for you. I know Monday can be kind of a tough day to get moving. How are you doing out there? And if you're watching on the live stream, leave me a comment. Let me know what your goals are. Let me know if you've ever been in a situation where you're having to use lessons that you've learned in the past to make decisions now in the future. That's always exciting. 387 plus 2435. 6272. It's just not exciting. So my current debt total is 6272, and that is before, and that's just right now. So that's expenses from the wedding and um, this most recent unexpected hotel expense, which, because I was working while I was there, is fully, I plan on deducting, but I won't see that until next year. So 6272 balance now. And with with baby coming and baby expenses, I anticipate being around 8K by the end of the year. So an additional 1800 for baby stuff, which I know could probably be less. But that's what I'm allowing myself to kind of have and not feel bad about. Because there's some things that I would like, that it's wise to invest in good quality things now rather than buying cheap stuff that might break and that you would have to rebuy. So that's my plan, is to invest now. Or invest is to buy higher quality items. None of these are investments. They're simply items. You might enjoy using them. They might last longer and have a greater, less cost per wear for a higher quality item, or less cost per use than a higher quality item, but this is not an investment. Anyway, so I anticipate having about 8K by the end of the year. And my plan for right now is to simply try to add as little as possible to that total, and remain very aware of what's going on. So have I explored other options as far as baby stuff? Absolutely. Swap groups, buy, sell, swap, things like that. Absolutely. And I'm going to do my level best to buy secondhand when possible, because that's my natural instinct, is to look for things that I would like to acquire, or that I might need, and then see where I can get them cheaper. And because I'm very frugal like that. So there's that. I have to recall that in this situation, it's not just me. It's not just my thoughts about what I want to do, and I'm not the only person in this equation anymore, because again, it's not just my life. And that's something else that I have to take on board as I'm adjusting to this new reality, is that for the past 12 years that I've been credit card debt free, I've been single. And I've only had to worry about myself. I know it's possible to remain credit card debt free. And hey, Stephen, how are you? Hope you are doing well. The topic is paying off credit card debt again and adjusting to new realities. I guess that's something else that's happening. Hope you're having a good day out there. So that's just something else that I'm taking on board. And it's something that together, in this new reality of being married, I am negotiating and staying true to my own principles. But it is a negotiation, and I'm someone that my natural instinct is to just do it my way. Like, get out of my way, I'm just going to do it myself. It's easier if I just do it myself. And that's not the way I want to be. I want to be very understanding and empathetic right now, and be open to new ways of considering life. So that's another sort of cog to throw in the wheel, or say cog, that's another element to consider. And of course, the ever present reality is that I just need to get my income up. That's sort of where that is as well. So in last week's live stream, I was really excited that Sabina from Mom Van Up stopped by, because that's something that I am actively working on as well, is getting my income up. I have a website that I've been working on as well, and kind of trying to work on that. And that's actually something that I have been doing, because in my video about waking up early, what will motivate me to wake up early, and that is the one thing that'll really do it, is getting that coin on. And that's something that I have been actively working on and actually doing pretty well on. So Friday and Saturday I was able to wake up and be productive. I have a new article up on the website, and my goal for the month, was to have 10 articles up. So far I have two down, 8 to go. So that's an update on that. And I really felt like having a routine in place for my morning helps. Obviously a routine helps, but knowing exactly what I needed to get done in order to move the needle toward more income was very helpful. And I'm still tweaking that, because At the moment, it's tough to know what actions will yield results, but the more I am just active and working and hustling, and the more I keep moving, the more is revealed. The more I am active, the more I find revealed to me. It's and I keep coming back to that. It's that idea of you can drive, you can only see as far as your headlights in a car, but you can make the whole journey that way. I only need to see the next 6 feet ahead of me. I don't need to see the entire journey. At the same time, it's nice to have like a broader plan to know that this 6 feet that you're like driving through that sucks and is not really worth. It doesn't feel like it's worth the time. That's not going to be forever. The plan is to move beyond that 6 feet and get to a better place. So there's that balance between just doing the 6 feet ahead of you and knowing the long plan, the long-term plan that you're actually heading from New York to San Francisco, and that San Francisco is the ultimate goal. So that is something else that I'm working through, which I actually did start doing over the weekend on Saturday when I woke up early. It's very exciting. Um, Thinking and planning long term for my business and what I'm looking for as far as what I want my business to look like. And it's not really easy. So, I mean, of course it's not easy. It's not supposed to be. If it was, everyone would do it. So that's something actually that I am working on right now. That's what I'd planned to do with this week and these days off. But again, given that I am about to go out on maternity leave in 2 months, so I kind of just told my boss um, about that, just because I'm not looking forward to it, but also, I mean, you never know what's going to happen as far as your health, my health with the baby and all that. So that's why I kind of held off for so long. But I am very grateful for my day job. My day job is, I don't say barely maintaining equilibrium, but it's not, it is, it's keeping me stable with no room for extra anything. So while, again, so many different ways, 8 different ways to be grateful for this day job. I'm grateful for the people, I'm grateful for the work, I'm grateful for the clients, I'm grateful for the company, I'm grateful for the flexibility, I'm grateful for the ability to kind of design my own workday, the autonomy that's present. I'm grateful for my tenure. I've been here for 4 years, which for me is the longest that I've ever been in a position in my adult life. Um, and I'm grateful for the steady paycheck. I'm like, there's so many reasons to be grateful for this job. Granted, and again, it's there. That's it. I'm so grateful for this job. I know I can bring in more on my own, or I know I can bring in additional money with my own personal business as well. So that's where we are as far as that goes. Um, Making the plan. Okay, so let's say back to the numbers. So here we go, back to the numbers. Let's estimate that, and again, this does not have to be the case. I am open to the fact that so many things could happen before the end of the year. Based on everything I know right now, if I were to project forward and say what is the most likely scenario for January 1st, 2023, what would happen is that ideally I would have a healthy baby, be married to the love of my life, uh, and and that would be great. Like these two things are wonderful things, and the likelihood is that I personally will be carrying about $8,000 worth of credit card debt. So how would I pay that off? So last year, or the last time I got out of debt 12 years ago, yes, hello, Fruga Droit, France. Hello to France. I'm well. It's so good to chat with you too. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for watching. What's going on with you? I'm trying to get out of credit. I'm making a plan to get out of credit card debt. So $8,000 is what I will have. I don't want to say that. I don't want to claim that. I want to say that there is a potential based on the way things are going, to have around that number. There are so many other things that could happen. I could get a gift. I could see a tremendous spike in my business income. I could, um, who knows? Those are the two things. Gift or a spike in my income. I mean, those are the two things that I could see happening. But if I do end the year with that much in debt, what would my plan be? So last time I got out of credit card debt was it took 2 years. So if I take that number and say 8,000 divided by 24, it'll be about $333 a month. So could I make that extra? Sure. Oh, you worked for FedEx since 2007. Wow, that's impressive. Very, very cool. What do you think? What do you think of the company? I guess if you stayed since 2007, it's pretty impressive. Do you like them? Do you enjoy them? Do you find them beneficial? Would you recommend them to other people? That's exciting. So that's sort of that's where I am as far as the payment plan that I'm setting up for myself goes. Now, something else that I didn't think of as far as action steps go is to call the company and ask for a lower interest rate. I call the credit card companies because that's just something that I was like, oh yeah, I should just ask because hello, they may have that available because it's like 29%. It's sick, like borderline like usurious. Um, so what else could I do? I could try to, I don't say credit card skate, where like balance skate, where you open new cards and move the balance over. You have to be strong and have good health if you want to be a good driver. Oh, I bet you do. Yes, yes, Fruga. Very, very true. How do you take care of yourself? How do you stay healthy? That's actually a great topic, I think. How do you stay healthy on a journey to better finance, a journey to a better financial future? I actually just got back from the gym, which is why I look the way that I look. So, a healthy mind and a healthy body is, I think that is a goal of mine. That's something that I just do daily, it's an easy habit for me to adopt. It has been an easy habit for me to adopt. It's just something that I do. So, that's what it's looking like. So I just want to give a channel a shout out. I've known of her for a long time, but I just recently started really marathon watching her videos. That's Lauren Miller. She's got an incredible story, and we're both around the same number of weeks pregnant. Which I'm like, I love watching her videos for that, for those updates. I will give her a shout out in my comments because she's got an amazing inspirational story. So if you guys don't know her, you should go check her out. She's incredible. Yeah, you should. Okay, sorry. So she's got some really amazing tips on also getting out of credit card debt and tackling student loan debts. She's got a really great plan of action, and I found her really inspiring because similarly, I think she was also in a similar financial situation and had gotten out of debt several times, and then recently just got herself and her family out of debt as well, which is very inspiring. So go and check her out. She's got some really, really neat content on her channel. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about as far as making a plan to get out of debt. It's just really, for me, it's just staying committed and staying very clear in what's happening and what's happening now. And I think once more, it's to do with it's not vertigo, it's just the rate at which all of this change has happened. Like it's been not even a year, it's been 7 months. So, like, my husband and I haven't even been engaged for a year. We got engaged in October. So, how many months is that? 10 months since October, or March, April, May, June, 9 months. So, in 9 months, got engaged, married, and found out we were expecting. As far as you're concerned, you have to deliver to 60 customers every month. Wow, that's amazing. Your work schedule. Wow. I bet that keeps you in shape, right? I bet your job keeps you in really good shape, Frugus. So, right on, man. Good for you. So, for me, I think the speed at which all this life change happened was the primary reason for the debt that I'm in right now. Again, not ideal. Is it something that I would do over? Yeah, I would do this over. It's just where it is. All right, guys. So I am getting ready to head off to the Social Security office, get started talking about life changes. I mean, that's why I'm going there. It's going to be an adventure. I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I will be able to stream this tomorrow and talk more about building a business and generating income to pay off debt and build wealth with. Great. So thank you so much for watching. It's been great to hang out with you. And if you're watching the live stream, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing, what your current financial goals are. It's so good to spend time with you again, and I hope to connect soon. Bye.